Cadets, please have a seat. All right, good afternoon. I am Brian Mix, the director of the Aims Police Academy, and I'd like to welcome you all to the Spring 2023 Police Academy graduation at the Aims Public Safety Institute. Please stand if you are able, or sit if needed, for the presentation of colors by the Greeley Honor Guard. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty, justice for all. Thank you, Honor Guard. Before we sit, I'd like to take a moment and ask for a minute of silence for our fallen officers and our fallen military members at this time. Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Academic Dean of Public Safety and Transportation, Dr. Susan Moreland. Watch that first step, or watch them all. Yeah, there you go.
Hello, graduates, distinguished guests, friends, and family. Having served 21 years in the United States Air Force, I have the great honor and privilege to now serve as your academic dean at the most amazing public safety institute, I think, in the world. Thanks kindly for giving me a minute of your time. First and foremost, I would like to take a minute to recognize a few distinguished Aims Community College guests who have joined us today. As I call your name, would you kindly stand up or wave your hands in the air so we can recognize you? First and foremost, Aims Community College Board Chair Lyle Oxiger. Aims Community College Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Dave Ayler. Aims Community College Chief HR Officer, Dee Schultz. Aims Community College VP of Administrative Services, Chuck Jensen. I hope I didn't miss anyone else. Okay, moving on. Thank you again, everybody, for attending today's graduation ceremony. We are delighted to have you in the audience. Graduates, you've been through a lot together, and your journey has been very, very rigorous and challenging one, academically, physically, and mentally. I just wanted to personally congratulate each and every one of you for a job well done and wish you good luck in all your future endeavors. Now, I would be most remiss in my duties as the academic dean if I didn't take this opportunity to invite all of you back to continue your educational journey with Aims Community College. I know that's the last thing on your mind right now, but I have to do it. I'm the academic dean. We have multiple associate degree programs available along with a bachelor's degree in public safety. The bachelor's degree is a fully online, generally 8-week course and available at the same tuition rate as an associate degree. So I just wanted to make sure you knew that, and I hope to see all of you back here soon. Again, congratulations, and I will now hand it back to our fearless leader, Police Academy Director, Mr. Brian Mix.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you. At this time, I would like to thank and recognize our chiefs, commanders, supervisors, officers, current and former military, and current and former law enforcement. Veterans, if you'd like at this time, please stand to be recognized. No veterans? Couple of veterans? There we go. Thank you for your service. I'd also like to thank the advisory committee members for Ames Community College. Without your support, we couldn't make this possible. I'd like to thank Adams County Sheriff's Office Flat Rock Training Center. You guys know it. You love it. You love that place, right? And the Colorado Post for your support of our academy as well. At this time, I'd like to introduce our guest speaker, Chief Sharp, Fort Morgan. Chief Sharp started with the Fort Morgan Police Department in 1994 and served in many roles from patrol officer, canine handler, FTO, detective sergeant, was it mailroom clerk? Was there a job that you didn't do, Chief? I think you had every job in that police department. That's amazing. He is also a graduate of the prestigious FBI National Academy. So please welcome Chief Sharp. Big microphone.
Good afternoon. I've already been threatened with the length of the speech, so I promise it won't be that long. First of all, I'd like to thank all of the friends, family, and colleagues for showing up and showing your support for these new officers. In law enforcement profession, the support you show these officers is so important, not only today, but throughout their careers. Having the love and support of a family and friends can get a person through anything thrown their way. I appreciate you being here to be a part of the support system for all of these men and women as they begin their law enforcement careers. To all the officers, thank you for choosing this profession. Of all of the things you could have done in your professional lives, you've chosen to wear a uniform. And you've committed to protecting the members of your community, many of whom you do not know. I believe you have chosen the best career of any options you have. You see, being a police officer gives you the opportunity to impact so many lives in a positive way. You give hope to the hopeless and bring calm to the most stressful situations that any person may never endure. You have chosen to be the light in the darkness and to work for a cause, not for applause. Being a police officer can bring you so much joy, but it can be tough. I ask that you understand that your family is irreplaceable and your health is of the utmost importance. Remember that before you take care of others, you must take care of yourself. Don't neglect your own physical well-being, but find stress relief, whether that be done at the gym, doing outdoor activities, or whatever you may find to be passionate about. Spend time with your family and strive to live a happy and healthy life. Whatever you do, find the person that you can talk to and can help you through the tough times. Asking for help is a strength, not a weakness. As you go out and begin working on the streets, always remember that you will be judged for your character and your behavior while donning the uniform. You must choose to do the right thing for the right reason at all times, whether you're at work or in your private life. You are a leader in your community and people will look up to you simply because you're wearing a uniform and what that uniform represents. So what does a uniform represent? While we know the uniform is an important part of the policing profession and it serves to establish order, there's so much more to a uniform than the psychological piece that most people see. It's more than the metal and fabric that are apparent to those who look at it. Your uniform represents several things: your family, your community, and your dedication. No matter what color the police uniform is, one of the most prominent parts of the uniform is your name tag. That name tag shows your family name. It's not something you earned. It was passed down to you. When you're serving the public, you're representing your family. Over time, your name will be known by many and synonymous with either good or bad. And many people may never remember your name, but you control your legacy by your actions in the uniform. Always make your family proud. Aside from the name tag, you have patches on your shoulders. Those patches are not yours, and they weren't handed down to you. You earned the right to bear those patches on your shoulder by taking an oath. That oath was to protect members of your community. All the men and women that represent the agency today, all the men and women that represented the agency in the past, and all the men and women that will represent the agency in the future. Take pride in your Blue family and remember you are not only part of a team of officers, but you represent your community. Always strive to be a great example for your brothers and sisters in Blue. Lastly, your uniform displays a badge. This badge represents the men and women of law enforcement throughout the country with over 800,000 officers in the United States alone. You have the honor to work with them and to understand that on any given day, those people will lay down their lives for you simply because you are wearing a badge. That badge gives you an enormous amount of authority to help you in your quest to protect the weak, to defend the innocent, and to arrest those that prey on other human beings. Never take advantage of the power given to you. Understand the responsibility that comes with it, and never do anything to tarnish that badge. I'll finish with this. You've been given the tools and will soon put those skills to the effective use. Your uniform and everything it represents will give you authority over people that may not be willing to submit. At all times, you must treat everyone with dignity and respect. In some cases, that is all people have. Never take away the dignity or respect of any other individual, and always remember who you work for. You don't work for your sergeant, you don't work for command staff, you don't work for the chief or the city council. You work for the people that you've taken an oath to protect. Serve them with dignity and honor, and even in times when you are treated otherwise. I wish you all remarkable success in your careers in the years to come. Welcome to the Blue family, and remember, in this family, no one fights alone. God bless.
Outstanding. Thank you, Chief Sharp. At this time, I'd like to recognize Clay Fuller, Teresa Barger as the lead instructors for both classes. I'd also like to thank all the lead instructors, and we're going to have them come up and stand for the receiving line. But all the lead instructors and part-time instructors have made training and this day possible. So thank you all instructors. I'd also like to recognize the class sergeants. Sergeants got a very tough role for the class. They have to kind of herd the cats. If I have a problem, I reach out to the sergeants and make sure that they get the word out to the other cadets. So it was a really great help to have the class sergeants, Katie LaRue and Giovanni Bustamante. Thank you, guys. At this time, I'd like to introduce Clay Fuller. He's going to give kind of an overview of the academy.
I'd like to talk to the families. I'd like to thank you because I know your family members came back a lot of times tired and a lot of times grumpy. I'm the reason they were grumpy. That's because nothing was given to them. They earned everything. They took a double class load, 34 credit hours in one semester. The part-time class worked, lived lives, came at night when the rest of us were asleep and studied and worked. These classes worked hard. And I want to thank each and every one of these students because I'm a better person for knowing you, because you guys are willing to do the hard work, to do what is hard, go where other people don't want to go. And when my family calls for help, you and your brothers and sisters back there still in uniform, you are all the ones that will come help me and my family. So, thank you.
Okay, moving on, we're going to do some awards, I think, first before anything. The Ames Police Academy has many awards to kind of recognize proficiency and skills, academic, firearms, driving, and an overall director's award as well. So I'll kind of explain a little bit of each one. Then we'll have the winners of the awards come up and accept their awards. Arrest control. Pressure point control tactics cadets learn to defend themselves on the street, to arrest combative subjects, and to develop a survivor mindset. The driving award involves 80-mile-an-hour lane changes, high-speed backing, and a time track event. It's basically NASCAR with police lights. Shooting. Shooting is very rigorous and it's very tough. Cadets shoot in dim light, time shooting with magazine changes, single-handed shooting, shooting on the move. By the time they graduate from Flat Rock with firearms, they are very proficient with their weapons. Academic award. Colorado Post requires 556 hours, most of which are academic related. We have about 615 hours, and then the cadets have to study on top of that, just to prepare for the post-exam. The cadets took the post-exam this week, and I am very proud of the results. Congratulations, everyone. Finally, like I said, the Director's Award, which isn't necessarily a decision by myself, but kind of a combined input from all the instructors, is for positive attitude, effort, leadership, and kind of a model for the class. So I'll get the awards organized, and then I'll have the recipients come forward. Top arrest control for the part-time night academy goes to Bryce Lorimer. Yes. But thank you for asking. Top arrest control award for the full-time academy goes to Katie LaRue. Top driver. Top driver for the part-time nighttime academy goes to Zachary Ratner. Top driver award for the full-time academy goes to Crash Katie LaRue. There we go. Kind of wanted to move on to Top Gun. All right, the Top Gun award for the part-time academy goes to Chris Sanchez. It was, I know he's not here. We'll save it for him when he does get here, but the scores for both the full-time and part-time academy for top shooter were minusculely close. So very close on this award. Top Gun award for full-time class goes to Brady Higareta. Outstanding academic achievement for the part-time academy Nighttime Academy goes to Zachary Ratner. Outstanding academic achievement for the full time goes to, you're already looking, do you know? Who do you think? Who do you think it would be? Oh yeah, David Vogel, absolutely. Come on up, David. One of the top scorers on the post-exam, by the way, as well. So well deserved, thank you. Okay, we're gonna move on to the presentation of coins, and finally, the presentation of all the certificates for the academies. I was just reminded by my amazing staff that we have the Director's Award that I did not get to. Director is only as good as his staff, and I've got some great staff. All right, the Director's Overall Award for the Part-Time Academy goes to Zachary Ratner. Some of these may seem one-sided. They did pay a lot of money, so that's part of the reason. The Director's Overall Award for Full-Time Academy goes to Katie LaRue. Coin ceremony. Challenge coins. There are several stories of the origins of the challenge coin. Some of them go back to the Roman Empire. But a challenge coin kind of is the essence of esprit de corps, unit cohesion. The challenge coin tradition is a common way to ensure that members are carrying their unit's coin. The rules vary, but the challenge is this, which can be made at any time, but is typically made in a bar or drinking establishment. The challenger takes out the coin and places it on the table. It says challenge. All the unit's members must answer that challenge by presenting their unit's coin. If they do not have their coin, they buy the round of drinks. However, if everybody in the unit has their coin, the challenger must buy the drinks. So this is going to be part of the coining ceremony. We're going to do that at the same time as presenting the certificates. That way we can kind of get everybody moving along and everybody can get to their dinner parties. So, did you guys want to start with the certificates? And I'll hand out the coins.
We'd like at this time to ask all the instructors, adjunct instructors, to come up, make a receiving line here, because all of you are the reason this academy succeeded.
They're going to come that way?
Yeah.
Okay, that one. All right. I like it. You're changing things up on me. That's good. That's good. There's also kind of a gift from the Aims Alumni Association. So I guess let's make a stop at that table first. Pick up your gift because as of today, you are an alum of Aims Community College. So they've got a nice little parting gift for you as well. And we'll get started. Teresa Barger.
Okay. All right. We're going to start. Brooke Brote.
Giovanni Bustamante.
See, right? That first action. Yeah. It's tricky. It's tricky.
I'm gonna screw it up. I'm sorry, Izzy. Israel Carvazales. Adriana Lopez. Bryce Lormore. Roman Martinez. Zach Ratner. Jack Riggs. Ben Trujillo. Isis Vasquez.
Henry Altman. Cassandra Altman. Michael Banks. Miguel Dominguez. Brady Higareta. Zachariah Hoffman. Katie LaRue. Joseph Sulian. Leonardo Uribe. Call OSHA. David Vogel.
Very good.
Andreas Ryman. It's so good to see you again.
It's good to be here. Thanks for everything, sir.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you.
Good job, sir.
Thank you. Ryan? Thanks for having me. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming.
Let's give him a final hand, please. Officer Ryman actually was part of the graduating class of fall 22, but through some unforeseen circumstances could not graduate with his class. So it was a pleasure to have you back, Officer Ryman, to sit with graduation. Thank you. All right, we're here to the closing remarks. I know everybody's getting anxious, so I'll try not to take too long. My closing remarks were actually written by the artificial intelligence site ChatGPT, so I hope it's good. It starts off, have you ever lost anything? Right? Have you lost anything? Keys, wallet, phone, that favorite water bottle. Yeah, it's a sinking feeling, right? Fun fact, some of the craziest things in Lost and Found were an engraved headstone. Wedding shoes with shoes. Sure, there's a story behind that one. And my favorite is space shuttle camera and functional missile guidance system. It wasn't lost for long, but it was lost. But I want to convey to you kind of a feeling of loss, that empty feeling in your stomach that you can't quite get rid of. I spent 22 years in law enforcement. And my last 6 months it was a little different. It was during the time of the riots, right? Portland, defund police. And then you sprinkle a little COVID in there. And I thought, well, I better get some golf in before the apocalypse comes. So I retired. And when the apocalypse didn't come, I thought I better get back to work. And I was fortunate enough to find Aims Community College. And I got lucky because it's given me a chance to help cadets go through the police academy. And it's been an adventure, I'll say that for sure. And some of you know why. And I just want to say that the academy life is hard. And I want to kind of start with full-time academy for their life. Their journey begins usually at 7 in the morning, doing physical training. After that, they hurry up and get dressed. Then they go to class, and it's 4 hours of class, and legal this, and code that, and then it's lunch, and then more of the same. Sometimes it's 8, 9 hours a day. They have to drive to Flat Rock. That's another hour. I mean, they are giving up a lot of time. They sacrifice a lot. Part-time academy. Let me tell you about the part-time academy. These people have got jobs, full-time jobs. They go to the work, then they come to class at 5 for their physical training, then they go for another 4 hours of class time, sometimes on the weekends, going to Flat Rock. The sacrifice and hard work that the cadets have shown to me was impressive, and I'm very grateful for that. I can remember a story when I got here. It was a blizzard. It was about, 8 inches of snow. They didn't close the college. I got here at 7:30. I thought, well, I'm going to have to close the class down. No, the full-time academy was here. They were doing push-ups, 7:30. Clay was here because he's from Wyoming. Of course, he doesn't even know what snow is. So yeah, determination. Part-time academy. I would often work with the part-time academy at night, and it was great. 9:30 at night, I can remember just the freezing March, right? And we were doing scenarios, and it was cold. And of course, we weren't the only ones. The fire academy was actually shooting off water at the fire tower at 9:30 at night. They're giving their all as well. Public Safety Institute. It's not just the police academy, it's EMS, it's EMTs, police academy. These students, these cadets have sacrificed their time, energy, and a lot of struggle for this endeavor. Travel time from Fort Morgan was an hour, right? You guys drove an hour before you got here to go to class, and then you went home maybe another hour, 10, 12-hour days. Part-time academy, about the same, half hour, hour. Who lives in Last Chance? Yeah, Last Chance. Is that Kansas? 2 hours one way. I think he's a foreign exchange student. I don't know. 2 hours one way to get to class, 4 or 5 hours a day, and on the weekends. That's dedication. That's wanting this job. I think his middle name was Red Bull. I'm not sure. Anyway, all that to say that going through the Public Service Institute with the cadets from fire, the cadets from EMS, and my favorite, obviously, the police academy, has given me back something that I thought I'd lost when I retired, and that was hope. right? That was hope and faith. I lost a lot of faith in my country, my community. I lost hope for the future. That's part of the reason I retired. But coming here, seeing their sacrifice, their hard work, their struggle, that's given a lot back to me, and I thank each and every one of you. I found my hope and faith. Apparently, it was in the lost and found at Aims Community College. So with that, I'd like to ask the classes to stand one last time. Please face the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the graduating classes of the Aims Police Academy. Class is dismissed. We have cake, we have drinks, we have assorted stuff, so please help yourself. Enjoy, mingle. You're here till whenever you want to go home. Thank you all for coming.